Hello students, welcome to this video on short stories. Everyone loves to listen stories. There is hardly anyone among us who has not heard a story. Stories use a holistic approach to language teaching and stories support acquisition of language. They help students to develop critical thinking. Here is the kaleidoscopic exploration of the story Subha by Rabindranath Tagore. Contents, objectives, introduction, the title, the story, character, the themes, critical appreciation, conclusions, and reference books. Introduction. Rabindranath Tagore, a legendary Indian poet, was a Nobel laureate. On November 13, 1913, at the age of 52, Tagore won the Nobel Prize for Literature for his collection of poems Gitanjali. Tagore wrote poetry, novels, essays, short stories, travelogues, dramas, and thousands of songs. His works are frequently noted for their rhythmic, optimistic, and lyrical nature. His work grappled with history, linguistics, and spirituality. Influenced by the Western Romantic poets and maintaining an Eastern characteristic of sensibility, Tagore developed a new kind of romanticism. The story Subha. The story Subha by Tagore is a heartbreaking tale of the isolation of a deaf and dumb girl. It is a short fiction highlighting the misery of an adolescent girl, Subha. She is forcefully married off to a guy who is unaware of her disability. The girl faces the misfortune without her fault. Her life destroyed because of her parents' fear of tradition and society. In her silent heart, there sounded an endless voiceless weeping. Rabindranath Tagore projects the problems and sufferings of physically handicapped female in the society. The title Subha is one of the most pathetic woman-centered short stories of Rabindranath Tagore. The title of the story is given after its central character Subha. The actual name is Subhasini, which means soft-spoken. When the girl was given the name of Subhasini, who could have guessed that she would be dumb? The girl's name is ironic because Subha means sweetly speaking and the girl cannot speak. The actual and everlasting pathos of Subha, the innocent, voiceless village girl, begins after her marriage. The story Subha. The protagonist of the story Subha is the youngest daughter in the family of Banikanta. All through her life, she was considered as a burden to her family. Her father seemed to be the only soul who loved her in spite of her deformities. Subha's own mother considered her as a source of personal shame. Nobody in her family tried to look beyond her gestures into her inner beautiful self, and the thoughts remained unfathomed. Whenever she felt hurt due to the inconsiderate behavior of her family members, she went to her dumb friends for consolation, the two family cows named Sarbhashi and Pangoli. She had also another companion, Pratap. He was much interested in fishing. When Subha grew to be of marriageable age, she was not ready to leave her village. Its nature that provided her solace and her dearest animal companions. But she was married off and moved to Kolkata. However, her physical deformity was not disclosed to her husband and his family. Subha was banished from her in-laws' house once her disability came to light. We can neither forget the beautiful picture of Subha's silent friendship, nor the biting satire of the social customs that condemned Subha to misery and loneliness. The character Subha. Tagore portrays Subha as a victim of the unjust customs of society. Her two elder sisters were married with some difficulty, and Subha, the youngest, was a source of worry to her parents. Banikanta, Subha's father, loved her more than his other daughters. Her mother regarded her with aversion as a stain upon her own body. Although Subha could not speak, her black eyes expressed all her feelings. Other children were afraid of Subha and did not play with her. Banikanta's house was on the banks of a stream, the waves of which beat upon the restless soul of the girl. Nature seemed to speak for her. Subha had two friends who were dumb like her, Sarvashi and Pangoli, the two cows. They understood her better than man could. Her only comrade among human beings was Pratap, an idle fellow. Subha's parents were only eager to get her married. They were not concerned about her happiness or welfare. Blind belief and superstition did not allow them to foresee the pain and misery which their beloved daughter would suffer in her new name. Subha is the victim of the society, a society which could not allow a helpless dumb girl to live in her familiar surroundings but push her into an alien world. The themes. The story Subha touches on many issues: treatment of the helpless, evils of the contemporary rural life traditions, arranged marriages, and the caste system. The theme that echoes strongest is loneliness. There is the complete isolation of Subha. Because of her inability to speak and communicate with others, she seeks out the companionship of animals and nature. Subha becomes even more isolated and lonely after her marriage when she is sent away from her family and familiar surroundings to a completely new place with a stranger who has been deceived by her parents. At the end, the stranger who might have become a companion pushes her aside for a new wife who can talk. The story thus depicts the themes of fear, isolation, loneliness, connection, selfishness, innocence, tradition, and control. Critical appreciation. The story is set in a small village called Chandipur by the riverside in present day West Bengal. The story of Subha, rendered in omniscient narration, fully brings out the fusion of character and the environment. Tagore's short fiction shows an insight into the working of human mind, especially the thoughts and feelings of the helpless and the neglected. The story is told in a simple and direct style. It is woven around a variety of themes and probes the inner recesses of mind, hence has a universal appeal. The story Subha shows Tagore's remarkable insight into the psychology of children and adolescents. No doubt, he is a skillful in portraying the joys and sorrows, the hopes and disappointments, the success and failures with a masterly touch so as to make Subha live in his pages forever. Forgetting her dumbness, Subha has created her own world and established her own communication channel with nature. She has also learned to withstand the undeserving criticism by the society. Subha could demonstrate a convenient adaptability with her environment. Tagore has created a wonderful world of silence with so many signs within it. Subha finds friend, mother, nurturer, nourisher, empathizer in nature. Silence here in this story emerges as a true friend who never betrays. Silence becomes a mode of dialogue and a great art of conversation between two silent speakers, nature and a woman, Subha. Conclusions. In the story Subha, Tagore synthesizes the sounds of nature with the emotions of the verbally challenged protagonist Subha, who takes refuge at the heart of nature from which she derived all consolation because of the lack of acceptance from her own family. In the environment of her own family, the dumb Shubha feels out of place, a silent weight upon the heart of her parents. This makes her move away from her people and live in her own private world, getting desired to the silent and amiable nature. The illimitable loneliness of the silent troubled girl Subha is the very loneliness of nature. Subha's life changes dramatically from living an innocent and simple life into a complicated world in which she has no way of expressing her feelings. Subha could remain the darling of nature, a part of nature's eternal loneliness. The story is filled with beautiful lyricism, colloquialism, naturalism, and an unnatural but smooth contemplation. Reference books. Acknowledgements. I express my thanks to Rabindranath Tagore, whose contributions to English literature helped me in shaping this video. Thanks are due to the library staff at Vivekananda College and Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Thank you.